What's up, everybody? What's up, gang? What's going on? It's like a 2-0 lead here in the ninth inning. Clay Holmes is in, 1 out, 2 strikes, 1 and 2. Wonderful. Let's see, do a quick roll call here. Mr. Coconuts is here. What's happening, man? Montas looked pretty solid today. I got to give it to him. He did. So I was wondering how well he was going to look. Boone got ejected because the umpire is calling low strikes on Judge. He struck out, 3 times today, Judge? Yeah. Well, good. It's good to see him show this type of fight, Boone. Sometimes we need that. 2 down. 2 down. Christopher Woods is in the house. Yes, indeed. Coffee Cat batting 7-7. Yes, indeed. Hey, AD, what's good? Yes, indeed. I mean, talk about JP Sears again. Another great outing. Came through. I'm hearing that they're gonna send him down after the game. I'm gonna call up Aroldis Chapman tomorrow. Grounder to DJ. Game over. Yankees win. Yes, indeed. Yankees win 2-0. Low scoring game, but they didn't really need much offense at all, obviously. So, good game by JP Sears. Are they arguing now? Oh, what happened? Catcher's interference? Did they call catcher's interference on Trevino? Oh, man, looks like they did. Wow, 2 outs, runner on first. Happened twice yesterday to Sean Murphy. Looks like they just called catcher's interference on Jose Trevino. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Well, I'm confident Clay Holmes is going to be fine. I'm confident he's going to rebound, so I'm not really worried about him. There you go. 0-1. Yeah, the A's. I mean, there's a lot of the young kids. You got Pache in there and Pinder and some of the guys that they traded for Matt Olson are already starters there. So they're starting young. They're starting young and developing the kids. And this is generally what they do too. They trade stars and they bring in young kids and they just develop them until they become expensive stars and they trade them and it's just like rinse and repeat. With the A's. So, but I'll take this. I will definitely take this. It was supposed to be Jamison Tyone, but he's being pushed back to tomorrow for the last game, and then Luis Severino is going to face Justin Verlander again in Houston for the 1 game, and then Garrett Cole starts the series in Cleveland. So, safe at second. Safe at second. Stolen base, so you got a runner at second. Sean Murphy, actually. Okay. Yeah, Sean Murphy, the catcher, who had 2 catches interference calls yesterday called on him, just stole second. So, and all right, it's 1 and 2, 2 outs, and let's see what Clay Holmes does here. And the pitch, 2 and 2. What's up, D-Rod? What's good, man? So the Astros changed it. Okay, it was supposed to be Severino versus Verlander for the 1 game in Houston because Tyone was being pushed back to tomorrow. Tyone was supposed to go today, but they moved everything around because of Sears. So thanks for the heads up on that. 2 and 2 pitch. Base hit. Gallo throws the ball. No score. Stays at third. There we go. Runners on first and third now. Broken bat single into right field. Gallo threw that ball back in. He's got a good arm. Get the best arm in the outfield, Gallo. So I'll give him that. His hitting is for nothing right now, but he's got a really good arm. A cannon. So Garcia's pitching out there. Okay. Christopher. Okay. Better than Verlander. So what do you have to do with prevent catch interference? I mean, shorten the bat. Well, sometimes, it's the drawback of the swing too as they come around, and if the catcher goes out just a little little too far, then it's easy to collide, unfortunately. So Murphy was going out way too far yesterday, and I mean it barely looked like a catcher's interference with Trevino. The ones yesterday were blatant. There was no way that they were going to overturn it. So, all right, 1-0. What do we got here? Elvis Andrews is up. 1-0, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Make sure you smash that like button, guys, if you haven't done so yet. Appreciate it. And you got a couple guys warming up in the bullpen in Oakland. We should get out of this here. Come on, Clay. Get a little wild here. 2-0. 2-0 to Elvis Andrews. Murphy yesterday. Murphy put his arm out, but when he was batting, yeah, he was pretty dug in the box. So you're right about that when he was hitting. Strike one. 2-1 to Elvis Andrews. What's up, Jace? What's happening, man? Yeah, Holmes is looking a little shaky, but he's got 2 outs, and he just battled right back in and get 2-1. So hopefully, he'll get this guy out. Well, exactly, daily dose. Hopefully his head is where it needs to be, right? There we go. 2-2. Battling back. I'm more confident with Holmes being a little shaky than I am with Aroldis Chapman in the 9th inning. And like I said, I am hearing that they're going to send down Sears after the game and call up Aroldis Chapman. Tomorrow, he pitched a dominant inning tonight in AAA. So he got 2 games in AA, 1 game in AAA. Sounds he's ready to be back on the team in the Bronx tomorrow. But if I were him, I'd be putting him in the 6th or the 7th inning. If I were them, I should say, Cashman. Base hit up the middle. RBI. Uh-oh. Runners on first and second. Holmes just gave up an RBI single. 2-1 Yankees. Oh, boy. Boy, come on, Holmes. You gotta settle down here, bud. Let's buckle back down now. Lock these guys out. Come on, man. Let's battle back here. That was a pretty big hanging curveball, so I'm not surprised he hit that up the middle. That hung a little too much. So that was definitely gonna get hit. All right, who do we have up here? Matt Kemp. I see another one here. Tony Kemp, excuse me. Another James Caprillion, pitcher. He's a pinch runner at second. Wow. And Tony Kemp is up. He's 0 for 1 right now. He worries me a little bit. So, Molly, hello. What's happening? Lorenzo's in the house. Stephen Mannheim's in the house. Not Rusty Shackelford's in the house. All right. All right, we got 2 outs. Runners on first and second here with Tony Kemp up. So, time to buckle down, Holmes. Let's lock in here. Nice. First pitch strike. 0-1. Come on. Clay Holmes. Come on, man. Come on. Get these dudes out, man. Shoot. All right. Let's go. Let's finish this out, man. They win today. They win the series, too, against Oakland. So it'll be at least 2 out of 3. It'll be another 1 series. Nice. That's it. Cheap grounder. To IKF. Throws him out. Game over. Yankees win. 2-1. Got out of a jam there, Clay Holmes. Thankfully, got the save. They're 55-20. The Yankees, 35 games over 500. I mean, tie for the 6th best record in MLB through 75 games in history. So, pretty nice. Unbelievable. It's a good win. Good win by the Yankees. Low-scoring game. Wasn't much offense. I mean, I'll take it, man. I will take it, right? And let's do a little box scoring here. We got JP Sears. First of all, Frankie Montas was solid today. I'll get to him too, but JP Sears went 5 2/3, 3 hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, and great. Another good outing for him. Ron Marinaccio came in and threw a third clean with that 1 strikeout. Wandy Peralta threw a clean 2/3. Michael King a clean inning and a third. And Holmes came in and gave up the run, but he still has a 0.50 ERA, so not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And in terms of the offensive side, we got Jose Trevino with an RBI single and a Marvin Gonzalez with the home run. And that's the offense, 2-0. And then the RBI single by Elvis Andrews in the ninth to make it 2-1. And that's how the game ended. And that's it. So we didn't need a ton of offense because we got good pitching today. And well done, JP Sears. They did. I don't know if you saw the corresponding moves that they made today. They made other moves too. They did move Chapman up from AA to AAA. Transferred his rehab. Sounds like he'll be up in the major leagues tomorrow. They brought up JP Sears. They designated Manny Benuelos for assignment. So hopefully that doesn't mean he's gone forever. I like Manny Benuelos. And then Domingo Germán's rehab was sent up from single A to AA. So he's working his way up 2 back. So there's some more reinforcements coming for the Yankees. And then you'll eventually have Zach Britton and Johnny Loizaga coming too. So there'll be some more pieces coming. There will be more pieces coming. So we'll see what they do. But it sounds as if Sears is going down and Chapman's coming up for tomorrow's game against Oakland. So that's what I'm hearing right now. And but we'll see. That might change. Who knows? But all in all, a good outing today by JP Sears. I'm confident we'll see him again. Some of the bright spots in the Yankee pitching. I hope to see Ken Waldichuk at some point too. Luis Medina's pitching well. So we have some good pitching performances on the farm right now, which encourages me. And I hope it encourages you too. Dominique, hello. Good question. I don't know why he's on the team. I really don't. Raul, man, this is right up there with the best team ever in Yankees. No doubt about it. Boone defender. Well, he's supposed to, Sean. Yeah. He's supposed to. And there were some crappy calls by the umps. But, yeah, the manager should be defending his players, so I get it. Yeah, Laurie 16, I'm with you. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, my guess is he does get traded. To where, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And with the exception of a couple of clutch hits, Judge, yeah, he's hitting 179 in June. Albert Wheeler. So, yeah, and it's just, I don't know why so many people are afraid to admit it. He's in a slump. But got a couple clutch hits, no doubt about it. But, 179 in June is not great. So, yeah, JP Sears, 11 big innings without a run yet. So, the Senator Blutarski, that's right, man. That's right. John Belushi style, man. Your name is Flounder. I think Murphy should have been called for being out of the box, but I'll take it. Yeah, no doubt, Christopher Woods. No doubt about it. He was borderline, definitely. So, the ump got the PU and HU. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did put it there. Yeah, I mean, and Judge is so big. His knees are, strike zone level is a little bit different with him as compared to the rest of the guys. So, him and Stanton, they're so much bigger than everybody else. Ron Duffy's in the house. What's up, my man? Yeah, Fishville. Gallo has a medical issue. He's allergic to hitting. This is true. Probably had some test runs. So, and why is that stupid horn when you get 2 strikes anyway? Good question. Fair CT Connecticut. Good question, man. Really good question. Balls at shin level getting called for strikes. Yeah, it's crazy, Sean. It really is crazy. So, by the way, if you haven't smashed that like button, please do so right now. Really quick. Let's get them up. Let's try to get it up to like 75 likes in like 5 minutes if we can. I appreciate all you doing it, so thank you. Got to admit, when Booney gets chased, he is pretty funny when he gets ejected. His pissed off is different than other guys pissed off. It's different than like Jim Leyland's pissed off and like Larry Boa pissed off like those. Yeah, it's completely different. Completely different. It is the Death Star. Like to see Volpe in AAA. Yeah, I think Volpe will probably get sent up there later on in the summer, maybe. If not, I think he'll get a chance to start at AAA next year. That's my guess. So, yeah, the horn drives me nuts too. Yankees play Houston again. It's been in Houston coming up. Yeah, just one game. Just one game. Pinello. Yeah, Pinello was another one. Kicking the bag, kicking the dirt, which hardly moved because it was hardly any dirt, throwing the bags. It is really fun watching Pinello get pissed off. You know, got that right, Ron Duffy. That's right, baby. Boone had me at Savages, and I had my Savages T-shirt on last night. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's good to show him, passionate about defending his guys, right? And when he's pissed, he's pissed. Even like Don Zimmer, he has another one. Seviger versus Garcia in Houston. Tomorrow's Jameson Taillon, right? For the third game against Oakland. Yeah, Billy Martin's another one. Well, if he hires Gardner as a bench coach, that means he has to fire the current bench coach. Bad against him. I don't know. He's got a pretty good coaching staff. As an instructor, yeah, I would hire Gardner as an instructor or some coach, but I wouldn't fire any coaches to bring them on as a coach. It's a plan on me. Yeah, Rusty Shackleton, that's right. Yeah, they did run. They did, man. Damn right we won. 2-1, baby. 2-1. All right, we're at 50 likes. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get to 75. Girardi always got fired up pretty bad. Now, I think you're right. We're going to probably see Joe Girardi back in the commentator's box soon. He's pretty good with that stuff, commentator. They play tomorrow's the third game with Oakland, and then they have a makeup game, one game with Houston, Jared, and then they play Cleveland after that for a set. I think 3 games in Cleveland. I think 3. 9 unearned runs. I believe 3 were ghost runners and 3 were catchers. Yeah, something like that. Christopher Woods. Luis Rojas has done a good job here so far. I'm pleased with his performance as a coach, third base coach. I am pleased with him. Yeah, I think he's probably going to return to broadcasting too, Christopher. He's good at broadcasting. Lorenzo, that's a lot of money, man. I don't know about that. 375 for 8. Oof. Damn. That's over 45 million a year. There isn't a chance in the world I would ever do that. Lorenzo, somebody might, but I don't think it'd be a wise idea to go that much. That's a lot of money, dude. A lot of money, bro. Holmes is Mariano-esque in regards to being about as unhittable as it gets. Yeah, no, he's pretty unflappable. And Billy Martin's another one, man. The guy's a legend. Alubla, yeah, that's a great baseball family, man. Great baseball family. Yep, 55-20, man. I'm still having a hard time processing that record. It's phenomenal. Yo, John Blum, what's happening, man? I wonder if they're actually considering trading Judge. If it was ever on the consideration box once he turned down the money. I'm curious. There was a makeup game, Molly, that they had to with Houston that was rained out, so they're playing it. I think it's Thursday. And one more game with Houston tomorrow. I mean, with the A's tomorrow, and then one against Houston, and then Cleveland. Yeah. I hear you, Jared. I know. How Judge does in the playoffs will determine how much more the Yankees will offer. He's got to produce during the postseason. Yep, he has to produce against the big pitchers too, the big ones. So no doubt about it. 375 mil as a starter, good outfielder. At least, maybe more than that. Yeah. Will Sears pitch against? Yeah. Them or Macy's? And Sal, them are Macy's. I'm confident of that. Confident. Yeah, I don't think they're going to trade Judge now. I wonder if it was a consideration before. And, but they're probably going to wind up letting them walk. So they're going to have to make several moves at the deadline to have enough pieces brought in here to withstand letting him walk for an absolutely ridiculous contract he's going to get, most likely. So, Ron, I got you. Salute, Ron. Impact Battle. It depends, but it depends on what you trade him for, Mr. Coconuts. But yeah, I get it. I mean, and again, keep in mind, and again, like I said, I don't think it's going to happen now. But if they did, I think Cashman would make several other moves to make up for in other areas. So that's what I'm thinking. Third booster. Well, good man, Udall. I got my booster a while back. Got my booster. That one kicked the first one kicked my butt. The first one knocked me on my ass. But then I was good after that. Just some soreness in the arm for the booster. But get some rest, Udall. Really, get some rest, buddy. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, take care of your health, bud. Take care of your health. Galliford gum. Yeah. I think Sears probably raised his value. He shows that he can handle it here, right? And he's dependable. So Luis Castillo just pitched 6 innings with 11 Ks and 6 shutout innings with 11 strikeouts. Yep. His value just went up too. Trade proposal. Oswald Peraza, Luis Medina, Haney Wisniewski, and Pereira to the A's from Montas. Brain Bullis and draft comp 69. Interesting. That's an interesting one, Jonathan. That's intriguing. Yes, definitely stay hydrated. That's an intriguing one. I got to do some more research on Brian Welvers. Yeah, me too, Molly. I'm vaxxed and boosted too. Steinbrenner would have never let his best player walk, regardless of price. Yeah, Steinbrenner also set back their farm like a decade. So, but yeah, Steinbrenner did whatever he loved being the Yankees owner, and he made it very clear, and that's one of the things I think we loved about him. Right, he loved his team. He did whatever he needed to do, just like Steve Cohen. Invest in whatever he needs to invest in, because he wants to win. Thank you, Toby, man. I appreciate that, brother. Gatorade's a good one. Yeah, the booster will knock you on your ass for like 12, 24 hours, but yeah, better than the alternative. I kill you, bro. Go get some rest, Judo, bro. Mazel tov, man. Go get some rest, bud. Yankees are hungry. Damn right they are, Sean. But yeah, he did let Reggie walk. This is true, Badigan. That's a good point. He didn't always get whoever he wanted to. He didn't get Vladimir Guerrero. He wound up with Gary Sheffield, who was fantastic here. Overspent at times. Yeah, he traded with a lot of our prospects, and he did overspend at times. Yep. Yep. He also tried trading Mariano Rivera and Derek Jeter, and he had to be talked out of it by Hal. Hal talked him off the ledge, thankfully. Meaningful 20-game stretch. Yeah, it's not too bad, right, Steven? They were all right, man. They're all right in this 20-game stretch. It was, they call it a brutal stretch. They're still going to be net positive, and I'll take it. I'll take it. MLB should address the low strikes on Judge with the umps. I hear you, Greg. I hear you, man. Yeah, it's a good point. Won a lot more championships. Yeah, he did, George. He won some championships. Yes, he most certainly did. He bought the Yankees for $11 million. Turn them into like a $6 billion franchise. Talk about a return on investment. Talk about that, man. Like amazing, right? George Steinbrenner, absolutely amazing. Beloved owner, ballsy. I mean, how to me he runs this thing like an investment bank, a venture capital company. I don't particularly care about that. Yeah, there are some terrible performances in these games. It's like ridiculous. I mean, it really is. Some of these umps are, excuse me, are absolutely terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't actually know, Sal. It's a good question. How the robo ump. I'm gonna look into it and I'll have some answers tomorrow night or the next day, whenever. But I'll have some answers on the robo umps. So I'm glad you brought it up. So thank you for bringing it up. George built the empire. Yeah, he did, Sean. Yes, he did. Masterminded this stuff. I don't. George would give. I'm not sure George would give Judge 10 years. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. What do I think the Yankees' next move is going to be? I think it's going to be. Aside from like Chapman being called up and Sears being sent down, which I think happens in the next 24 hours, Toby. I'm gonna say probably a trade for like an Andrew Benintendi or an Ian Happ, some reinforcements in the outfield. I think so. Joe Torre is like an executive from Major League Baseball now, an executive to the commissioner. So he's pretty high up in Major Leagues now. Yeah, definitely beats the alternative. Udall got that right. Oh, Angel Hernandez, brutal, Kyle. Absolutely brutal, man. Totally know what you're saying, man. Yeah. Think about it this way too, Fizzwiz. I mean, it would be tough, but we got 6 of his prime years. How many more do you think they would get in a 10-year deal? Maybe 2, maybe 3, and then 7 decline years. Just think about that too. That to me makes it for a very dangerous long-term contract. Ron, have a great night, my man. Yeah, yeah. Marvin's doing a good job at super utility. He really, really is. Judge can be a good bat in his later years. Like now, I'm not sure because Nelson Cruz has been a DH for a long time, and Judge is not. I don't know if he would age this thing well. Judge is a really big dude, so Cruz is a big guy too. But I think Cruz is going to age better. I hope I'm wrong though. First base, I can. Oh yeah, yeah, Kyle. What a play. German 3 innings pitched scoreless. Okay, it's a nice little rehab start. Okay. Yeah, Jose was not happy at that interference. The Nets paid the Yankees to televise games. Good. Good. Kyrie Irving opted back into his Nets contract too, so he's staying. I think him and Kevin Durant are staying. I think. Nothing right now, Dominic. Still waiting. Waiting. Very impatiently waiting. I appreciate you asking, man. Toronto walked off on Boston tonight, Lorenzo. Nice. I don't know, Steven. I'm not sure. Personally, but since he asked for 360, I think somebody will probably give him probably 9 years. Let's just say 340 or 330. I don't think he's going to leave 30, 40, 50 million dollars on the table just to come back to the Yankees. I think his loyalty is going to be the money. Highest bidder, most years. And again, I hope I'm wrong on that too, but I that's just the way I see it. I don't think he's taking a discount to stay with the Yankees. Astros have whipped New York this whole week. Mostly the Mets, though. Mostly the Mets, but yeah, it's a good point, Christopher. Knicks traded Noel and Burks to clear. Did they really? Did they trade him today? Wow. Let's have a look here. Sorry for the tangent to basketball, but yo, let's have a gander here. New York Knicks. They needed that, man, for Brunson and someone else. So I think Brunson's going to be the guy. Oh yeah, they traded him to the Pistons. Man, and everything they moved to the Pistons. Burks and Noel to the Pistons. It's going to clear up more than $19 million. And now they have what do they have? 35 million cleared up, something like that. I think Brunson's probably going to cost 25 million, 20 to 25. So, I see. Well, good. They needed to do that. Rays are losing 5-3. Perfect. Good second round picks. All right. I'll take it, Christopher. Take more picks. I'll take more picks. Boone is getting, yeah, man. I like when Boone gets ejected. The energy is fantastic. Guerrero walked it off. As much as I don't like him when he plays against the Yankees, I like Vlad. He's a good player. Loved his dad. 8,300 makes Judge highest paid player. Yeah, an AAV, but I think he knows he's going to get more than that. And I don't see him leaving 40, 50 million on the table. I just don't. Even with Brunson, I still think the Knicks need a superstar. Yeah, I think Brunson's going to be one DM. I think they'll make a trade, use some of these draft picks. They have 4 first round picks next year's draft, so I think they'll use some of those picks, maybe get another player or somebody, so to complement with like a guy like Brunson and whatnot. So what's today's date? 29th. Tomorrow's free agency starts. So the 30th of June is when free agency starts. So it's on tomorrow, baby. It is on like Donkey Kong tomorrow. I do think Brunson's an overpay, but think about it this way: would you rather have him at 25 or Kyrie Irving at 40? I'll take Brunson over Kyrie Irving any day. Brunson's a good defender. He's a hustle player. I think he'll make guys around him better. Kyrie Irving does not do that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're going to overpay him a bit, but again, overpaying at 25 is different than overpaying at 40. So that's the way I see it. But some team, Toby's probably Dodgers, Giants, Padres, one of these teams, something like that. He'll get more. Boston, keep in mind the Yankees got 6 of his prime years. They're going to pay that much more for like another 2 or 3 prime years, and is it worth saying keeping 7 decline years or 6 decline years? That's a rough proposition, man. It really. And Greg, they are. I do see them moving Gallo though. I don't see them moving Hicks yet. So they're not gonna get anything back, but whatever. Nuggets fan. All right, Shackelford. Nice. Sean, I got to see Vlad. Yeah, he was a beast. Yes, indeed. I was at David Cohn's perfect game too, Wink the man. I was there. Against the Expos. Yeah, I've never been a Kyrie guy either. Knicks seem to be built for Derrick Rose. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Brunson's got some physical, meat to him and some strength, so he looks fit. And again, he's comes from a good pedigree too, Villanova, and just it looks like his fundamental skills have gotten better, which is good. So the Yankees need somebody like that. Suns are good, man. Suns are really good too. Yo, Ron, man, have a great night, brother. My trade package for just been attendee. I'd say Andujar, David Garcia, and maybe a Vargas or an Everson Pereira or something like that. for 2 months of Benintendi, I don't think we need to be giving 4 or 5 players. So that's what I guess. And I think that's probably a gettable return. And honestly, if they do get Benintendi, I would seriously consider giving him an extension this offseason or even before that. Get him locked up. He's young, 27. He'll have some good value. So, hey Fritz, what's happening, man? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. Sean Murphy, it's a good question, Ben Green. Yeah, Dominic. Third ejection, man. Dreading the offseason. I don't want to see Judge. So, yeah, I totally get it, Kyle. Totally get it. Absolutely get it. Florial hasn't shown anything. He hasn't shown that he can hit in the majors. He can field, yeah. Hasn't shown that he can hit. And that's unfortunate. But at least maybe not in this market. I mean, if you send him to a team like the Braves or the Royals in a less pressure environment, maybe it'll be different. Maybe it'll be different. Astros 9-0 over the Mets. Good. Good. Florial, yeah. No, I get it, man. Totally get it. San Francisco Mets and Red Sox. Maybe the Red Sox. I don't know if I see him going there. I don't see him going to the Mets, but crazier things have happened. I think if he goes, it's going to be the West Coast. I do. So, practice how you play. You got that right, Sean. Got that right. Got that right, man. But yeah, so that's the status of the Yankees. Judge is going to be the talk of the off season. If they, I think they're going to try hard to move Hicks and Gallo. I think they'll end up moving Gallo. So, yeah, theoretically that would be nice, Kyle. But I don't think Judge would ever do that. He's going to want the guaranteed years, and he'll get him. Giants, I think, are probably the favorite. Christopher, I think he's probably the favorite. And they've got a lot of money. They've got $100 million off the books right now, so they've got more coming. Yeah, unfortunately, Cruz, I agree, but ever since he asked for a trade, I think it sounds as if they're afraid he's not going to be motivated to perform if they send him up. So they want to keep him in AAA, let him keep performing and increasing his trade value. He can either come up here and decrease his trade value or stay there and increase it. So it seems as if that's the logic that they're subscribing to. But we'll see. Gallo chance until trade. Yeah, Gallo gets a lot of the king, a lot of the jeers, man. A realistic return for Gallo, a very mediocre prospect, and then salary relief, and that's it. I'm not going to get a haul for the guy. Try to trade. Yeah, they're going to make some trades, Jaden. There's no doubt about it. They're going to make some. I think they'll trade at the very least Gallo and Andujar. Could be more too. Could be more. So, Chicken Parm. What's up, man? Fish Bill. Stephen London. How you doing, my man? Sears look good. And that was a fantastic defensive play by IKF later in the game. Did you see that leather? Yeah. You knew like the Yankees management. That's how much value Judge will bring the next thing. He was in attendance. Yeah, as long as he's producing. In his decline years, that's going to go down. The revenue he brings in is going to go down. So it will go down. And again, if he moves and they still win the World Series, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care. Yeah, Marwin and Carpenter, I like them too. Andujar and Florial, that could be, some young, dynamic, controllable players, Ben, for a team. Yeah. It'd be perfect for like the Marlins or something like that. We need some more cheaper young bats. IKF just got he got an X-ray done too on his hand, a bruised index finger or so. It's making it pretty hard to bat, but hopefully he's on the right track. And Marcos too, yeah, 2 good outfielders would be fantastic. Fantastic. No doubt. How about we hope we are worrying for nothing and just saying, yeah, I mean, that's the prevailing, Kyle. I think it's the prevailing sentiment when it comes to Judge. I really do. And Montas, I mean, he looked good tonight, so looks like a viable trade candidate. Empty Gatorade jug and used sunflower seed. He might be right. Sunflower chicken parm. He might be right, man. Remember 2008 boo? Yeah, I do remember that too, Dion. Yes, sir. Like to see more offense against. Yeah, I would too, but maybe it's Montas held him. He was pretty stingy today, so he's a good pitcher. So, and it looked like it was a good audition. It was a good audition. So, I mean, there's going to be a couple of teams that are going to go after him. Probably Tampa Bay, Yankees, Houston, maybe even St. Louis. I'm really curious to see who might trade for him at the deadline, and even if he gets traded at all. So, you know what I mean? Cruise control moves. Blue Jays walked off. Yeah, man. Vlad Jr. with the walk-off. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Yeah, total waste of gum, Sal. Total waste of gum. Oh, yeah, 77 likes. I think we can get to 100. I think we can get to 100. Oh, here we go. More of these trolls. More of these ads. There we go. David Robinson would be a good fit here. He's New York tested. He's a reliable reliever. And you try to get him out of Ian Happ if you can, right? And that would be a nice trade. You get an Ian Happ for the outfield and David Robinson for the bullpen. And at that point, to me, all I would do is bring in another starter. And that's it. To me, that's what I would do. How come he's in a home run? I don't know, Molly. He's not a home run hitter, so we'll eventually get one, but it is what it is. Chapman's supposed to return tomorrow, Jonathan. They're supposed to send down. Let me see if it's happened yet. I'll tell you in a second here. Let me pull it up. Yankees. Let's see if it's happened. Let's see. I haven't seen it yet. But I'm hearing that they're going to be sending down J.P. Sears to bring back up Aroldis Chapman. So, yeah, I don't see it just yet. They're probably working on it now. Finalizing or whatever. But that's what I'm hearing. That they're going to send down Sears and bring up Chapman. So, 88 likes, almost at 100. Almost. I'll stick here until we get to 100, and then we'll wrap it up. Another good starting pitcher, and Judge becomes invisible man. Alan, you're not lying, bro. You're not lying, and you're not wrong. After Chapman, Loaiza, and Herman. It's a good question, Ben. My guess is, well, Chapman is Sears. You might lose like Ron Marinaccio. You might. I don't know. And we still have Zach Britton too, Ben. A lot of arms. So a lot of arms. Yeah, IKF, I'd be trying him at leadoff too until we got an actual prototypical, like, solid leadoff hitter. Well, so Henry, I remember that too. I appreciate you bringing. David Robertson did vote to not give the ball boys and the staff a playoff share, and I thought that was a dick move too, Henry. So thank you for bringing that up. Thank you. I remember that. That's not cool. That's not cool. He's not my first reliever choice. I mean, I'd go after David Bednar, Scott Barlow, but I could see Robertson getting a chance back here. We'll see. So, and I do think the bench will get 4 to 5 at the deadline too. So 90 likes. Only got 10 to go. Yeah, Manny Banuelos was DFA today to make room for J.P. Sears. And I'm hearing Sears is going to be optioned out to bring back a Aroldis Chapman. I haven't seen it official yet, but that's what I'm hearing. Castro probably sent down. He might. Yeah. No, he got DFA'd, so he's not been released yet, DJ. You get designated for assignment first, and then you get put on like release waivers. And if you clear waivers, then you can be released. DJ hit the ball, and I do think he would get picked up, Manny Banuelos. I do think so. He's pretty credible. So, yeah, DJ did hit the ball. Yeah, I mean, I think he's heating up. I think Stanton's heating up. We have some guys who are like right on the precipice of kind of taking off. So, Archie Badley possible to trade down. He's in Philly, right? Cruz, is he still in Philly? Yeah, DFA, designated for assignment. Landis, I don't disagree with that at all. I worry about where they're going to utilize Chapman. I would not just throw him back into the ninth inning. I would not do that. I think it would throw off what's going on, what the team has, right? So that's the last thing. And he has to prove to be worthy of handling the ninth. Clay Holmes has. So I'm not going to mess with that. So, yeah, all-star starters do look great. Hey, Ben Green, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, Donald. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the generous contribution, man. I appreciate that, bro. And your insights and your questions and all that stuff. So thank you again, bro. Thank you, really. Believe someone like Benintendi, Happer Reynolds, if it's official, afraid. I could see Bennett. It's probably that order. Benintendi the most likely, Hap the second likely, and Reynolds the least likely. I think that's the right order that you have there too. Hap's got an additional controllable year. Benintendi's a free agent at the end of the year, so he'll cost the least. Hap would cost more. Reynolds will cost the most. So, but I can't complain if you got one of those. I got two of those. I can't complain, man. Can't complain. Yeah, the brawl, man. 12 dudes suspended, man. Like ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Can't believe the stones to throw at the Trout said. I know. It's crazy, Dion. Ballsy. Trout's the consummate professional, too. He's a straight up pro. So, I don't like when people do that. I just don't. 96 likes, man. We got 4 away. I see Ron Marinaccio. Yeah, I could see Marinaccio being sent down. So I think he's got options, so it's easier to move him down. But even for the Loaiza guy, I would, again, start him like they did with Chapman. A couple games at AA and try a couple games at AAA before you bring him up. Don't just throw him to the wolves and expect somebody who's already up here being productive to be DFA'd or sent down. I don't like taking a guy that's on a heater and taking him off it and just replacing him with someone who has been out for months. I don't like that idea. Yankees did that quite a bit last year, and it bit him in the ass too many times. So, it's just that to me is I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Florial, Andy Horn, Waldichuk buys a lot. This is true, Ben. And I hope they don't move Waldichuk. I really don't. I hope he gets a shot here, and he looks like a really good pitcher. So, and his strikeout numbers are really, really high too. And so I hope he gets an opportunity here. The other guys I could see moving, Florial and Anderson, I think you mentioned too. They'd be a good, wise to package together, be an intriguing trade for somebody who wants some offense. 101 likes, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for getting that past 100. Waldichuk and Volpe should be. Yeah, I mean, those are my two, Greg, like no-nos. And I don't think you're going to require. I mean, unless you're going to try to get a Juan Soto. To me, those are the only. He's the only player I would move those guys for, and it's going to cost a lot more than that too to get Soto. But it doesn't look like Soto's being moved. So, and there are other guys that the Yankees can get that won't require those guys. You know what I mean? So, Sears he's another one looking good. I have a feeling teams are going to ask for him now, like the A's would ask for him for Montas and some other guys, and so. But we'll see. The Nationals owners did say they're not trading Soto right now, so I get that too. I think he's getting 120 wins would be an all-time record in major leagues and the American League, obviously. So, Molly Benintendi's win me for 5. Yeah, Dominic. And yeah, Jonathan, it looks like the best Yankee lefty prospect since Sandy Pettit. It does look that way, Jonathan. Good looking pitcher. If we win the World Series, Landis, man. Your lips to my mouth, man. To God's mouth. I do hope they win the World Series. I really, really do. Yeah. I agree. We've got to fortify this. We have a great core. Just keep building around it. Keep bringing in the right guys. So, yeah, that's a tough one. If he wins the MVP, but the Yankees lose the World Series, and Judge Walk, was it worth it? That's a good question, man. It's a good question. But that'll also be 7 years where people could say, well, he didn't lead us to a World Series championship. So people will find a way to fault him for something, just like people do to Garrett Cole. Cole hasn't led us to a World Series, so neither has Judge. So, the standards got to go both ways. So, but I totally get it. That's like the worst situation. To me, and winning the World Series would be better so that it's easy to justify letting him walk and getting some other guys in return. But I totally get it. That's a crappy situation. It really is. Yeah. We can trade for Castillo and match him with Cole at the top of the rotation, I think. That'd be a nice pairing up top. Really nice pairing up top. So, I'm right now 50-50 as to whether Judge stays or not. So, Hader would be crazy good, but I don't know if they're going to move him. They're contending, the Brewers. So I think they're going to want to add to that roster. I think. But crazy things have happened, people. Money talks, prospects talk. So Castillo's been rumored to me. Yeah, exactly, man. It's been constant, like back and forth with Luis Castillo. So maybe it'll come to fruition this year. We'll see. Definitely not obsessing about him. And yeah, Zach Britton too. Where's the new number of the fam? Well, definitely not up, Rob. I mean, it's too late. Sleepy time for everybody. Everybody's sleepy time. Yeah, if I do something early in the day, I might bring her on just to say to introduce her once she's here. So it's all about Castillo over Montas, but tonight they both, Montas showed something today, and so did Castillo. So, but Montas is doing it in the American League, so I like that. So, and exactly same here, Buff again. It's pointless to worry about Judge right now. He's got to perform. He's got to stay healthy. You Elvis, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Gallo and Britton are off the books. So is Chapman, which is like $45 million between the three of them. Almost $45 million. Dion, man, gracias, bro. Thank you. Freeman, like Pujols, chased the money, got burned, even though Freeman could still win big. Yes, he could. I mean, going from the Braves to the Dodgers, that's a different dynamic. So there's no doubt. Mariners have Toronto DH batting 9th, well under 200. What a waste. Yeah, Ben, it's true. Very true. Very, very true. Kyle, thank you, man. Good points, everybody. Montas had a nice showing. Yeah. Montas or Castillo would be ideal for this team. They're both going to cost a decent amount, but they'd be ideal here. They really would. So, if Cashman's serious, they need to fortify this team at the deadline or before it. No doubt. I know, crazy catch interference. 3-1 in 2 games, like nuts. Mariners just trade for Crowd. Nah, it's not real. That's just a minor trade, Dion. Minor. You should never have a DH. Ben, I can't argue with you there. CCH to share with the best moves they made. Yeah, that was a huge offseason, Billy. That 2009 offseason, that was huge. See, they get exactly what they needed. And they also traded for guys like Nick Swisher, Damaso Marte. Like, they brought in a lot of guys. That was a hell of an offseason. Molly, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to continue putting out stuff, too. I got a lot of stuff coming. But I will wrap this up. Let me just look at Allen's trade here. Loizaga. Oh, we traded Loizaga. Gallo, Hicks, Andujar, Davey, Herman, and Florial. It's a lot of depth, but for who, to where, give it to us. But yeah, I will wrap it up. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Peace and love. I thank you, Ben, again for the generous dono, Ben Green. Thank you so much, and for everybody's insight and feedback and great dialogue. Just want to see what the rest of Alan's trade looks like here. Again, if you haven't hit the like button, make sure you smash it. And if there's anybody here that's not subscribed to the channel, please support the channel by subscribing. I don't want you missing good stuff because I have a lot of stuff coming. I really do. So, Fritz, yeah, I would agree with that. Cruise control, thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Coffee Cat, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Where's the rest of that Allen trade? Yeah, Mafia, 161 Mafia. Peace and love to everybody. And Gallo for Ed Whitson. Oh, my God. Not yet, Carlos. I'm just waiting very impatiently. She refuses to come out. Refuses to come out. All right, but have a great night, everybody. Alan, put the rest of your trade in the comments if you don't mind. I'm really curious to see what the trade is, but anybody want to do a trade including Gallo? If somebody will get him, but it'll be, minor piece or whatever it is, but salary dump for the Yankees if they can do it. So, but yeah, peace and love, everybody. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.